Hi, this is going to be a brief overview of how to create a Google document and how to collaborate using it. So sign into your account, click on your Drive. Once you're in your Drive, you're going to want to create either a document, a presentation, or a spreadsheet, and I'm going to create a document. I'm going to title it Google Training, and I'm going to click OK. So now I want to add some different text in here just because I would like to also show you how we're going to add comments and edit. So I'm going to start with adding some text here. Okay, so now I've added a little bit of text here to work with, and what I want to do is I want to share that with another person. So what you do here is you click the blue share button at the top, and you can enter their email directly, or you can click on Advanced to go into a little bit more advanced settings. Now this can give you the link if you want to just directly paste the link somewhere, and it also lets you invite the people down here. And I'm going to invite my other account. I want to notify them via email, but I also might want to add a message. And my message might say, could you please edit my document? Okay, now I could have the choice of either giving them only commenting rights. Now that would be useful if I want them to just leave me some comments on my specific document without being able to add in any text. I also could give them only viewing rights, which would mean they could not type in there at all. So that would be something that, in this case, I don't want to do. I'm going to actually just give myself editing rights, and I'm going to send that. Notice in this screen, I also can click that X. So if I decide that I've sent it to the wrong person, I can delete that user. Another thing is this bottom box here. It says editors will be allowed to add people and change the permissions. If I click change, it's going to bring up this memo, and it says editors are allowed to add people and change the permissions, or only the owner can change the permissions. Now this is probably the best one to select for most people because then nobody can add any other collaborators within the document. But in this case, I'm just going to leave it the same and click Save and click Done. Okay, so now I've given someone else editing rights. Okay, I'm going to pause it for a second so I can show you what this looks like in the other viewer's screen. Okay, I've signed into my other Google Drive account, and I noticed that if I click on Shared with Me, okay, if I'm in my Drive, is usually what brings up initially, then click Shared with Me, I've got this Google training document that was sent to me. I'm going to click on that, and here's the document. Now, because I also have this open at the top with my other account, you'll see a little pink cursor and you'll see my picture over there. That means that I'm online, I've signed in, another person that's collaborating is signed in. I can actually chat with them, and I can send a chat to them just by clicking that chat button. I can, if they weren't online, I could comment to them. And there's a couple ways you can do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get some of these things. I'm going to pretend I'm editing this document. I'm going to highlight something I want them to fix. I would go to Insert and Comment and say misspelled word. And I click Comment. Now as you notice, what happens is it highlights itself. Okay? All they have to do is click on it and they can fix it and click Resolve. I'm also going to do this one over here, and I'm going to insert a comment and say misspelled word again. And there's one more thing I wanted to fix. would wanted to make. And I would go to Insert and go to Comment, and I might just write Fix. Okay, so now when I go back to the other document in my other account, I notice that these have popped up. Okay, all I have to do is click on it and I can see it pops up which comment that one goes with. I click on the other one. Okay, now let's say I want to fix those mistakes, because those are fairly easy mistakes to fix. I would click on it and click on correct spelling, and I can click Resolve. That takes care of that. So I know that that one is resolved. Same thing with the next one. And I fixed it, so I'm going to click Resolve. And here I just need to get rid of that and click Resolve. Now I can also comment back to that. Okay, I marked it as resolved. I might want to reopen it and say, what do you suggest? And hit reply. So now I'm commenting on that. Okay, notice I just clicked on the comment bar and that brought up all of the old comments that were made. Okay, so what does that look like on the other user's end? I'm going to go back up here, and it shows that this is still a concern. So I put that I fixed it, and what do I suggest? Well, I continue adding on to that and reply. Delete the ED. Okay, I could do that. I'm not going to send that one right now. So now what I want to do is I want to show you if someone makes a change that you do not want to have them make, what you are going to do about that. Okay, so a common problem that could happen when you give somebody editing rights is that something gets deleted, and there are ways to get it back. So if they made some unnecessary changes, all you have to do is to see who made the edits and when they did so. So we're going to go up to File, and we're going to look at See Revision History. And on the side here, that brings up the changes that were made. So it shows you that the person in green there made some changes. Okay, it shows you what it used to look like, and even earlier what it initially looked like. Now notice that the words are still misspelled here, so none of the additions have been changed. Here, some of the words are still misspelled, and it shows you in color who made the changes. So green, that meant that this person made the changes. Okay, now let's say I want to go back to one of them. In blue here it says restore this revision. I can click on that and it will restore the revision so that now all of what was lost has been regained. One more important thing to know is that if you go to comments, a lot of times people do not like to receive, especially teachers, like to receive an email every single time somebody has sent them a change within the document. So you can select all or any replies that just involve you, or none at all. So you could choose that within your notification settings, and that's just by clicking on the comment bar. One other thing is that you could actually go to File, and you could email the collaborators if you have something specific that you want to say. And so maybe I want to tell everybody, please make sure you take a look at this ASAP. Okay. I could paste the item itself into the email, so that would just mean it would put a link to it there, and then I could click send. Okay, that would give that message to those people. And those are just some of the basic things on how to collaborate within Google Drive. One more important thing is that when I go back up, if I'm the teacher and I have this document, I might want to look at in my Drive some of the things that have been edited. So if I click on that little I, it's going to show me the last time that people have edited or shared something with me, and that might be important to look at if you're waiting for students to edit and collaborate on a document. All right, that's it. If you have any questions, my email is on the website. Thanks.